What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is a milk on ice, the greatest American sports moment of all time.
I know why you chose this video.
Why?
It says cheese.
Wait, what?
Easy.
Oh, did not.
I've been holding that joke in for about 30 seconds.
Why you been watching it? Didn't see that. Completely threw me off. I've reacted to this video a couple years ago. This is like I say, it says a great American sports moment. It's a great sense of, I love how sport like galvanises a country.
Yeah.
This galvanised the country. From a video, again, let us know in the comments if it's different. I don't know, I got both in. You should enjoy this.
Okay.
I'm going to enjoy this a second time. Like I say, I haven't seen it for 2 years. But I remember the general premise of it. It's ice hockey.
Right. It's
during the Cold War era. So when there were tensions in the country anyway.
So a while ago?
Yeah, a while ago. 80s, 90s, I can't remember the exact date. But obviously, Cold War, Russia, USA. Yeah. That's pretty much all the backstory. I know.
Ironic that it's during the Cold War and it's ice hockey.
Yeah, Cold War ice hockey, USA, Russia as well. I'm full of the
jokes today.
Exactly. So you're right. We're recording on lunchtime, by the way, which is why I'm wearing work stuff.
This is probably why I'm so hyped, because it's the middle of the day.
Full of energy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Smash that button, guys. Smash that subscribe button. Check out Patreon, so we would really appreciate it. We're sort of doing TV series on this channel.
Patreon is like... Patreon people probably didn't believe us. I'm thinking, what's going on? Yeah. But this week, they must be loving life.
Yeah, because Office is going on tonight.
You're literally getting something... every other day.
Yeah, White Chicks is going on in a couple of days as well.
And
so
these
check
are
it out. We'd
things
appreciate
we're
it.
promising because they have been recorded already.
Been recorded.
We're not saying we're going to do it. They are done.
Exactly. Patreon, get all that
We're
stuff
just not giving you like 3 things in one day.
Yeah.
You got to wait for a little
It takes a lot of time to edit for this, but for Patreon, it's fine. Yeah. Right, you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Milk on ice, the greatest American sports moment of all time. What have we got?
The face value of a top ticket for tonight's game, $67.20. Outside, they're exchanging hands at 3 times the face value.
Yeah, Millie makes it.
The late 60s and early 70s, we were a fractured country in terms of Vietnam.
You need to disperse immediately or you will be subject to arrest.
And patriotism was not really in vogue.
The American embassy in Tehran is in the hands
Which is
of
mad
Muslim
compared to
students
today, isn't it?
tonight.
The defining moment of the late 70s for Americans was the hostage crisis.
Our hostages were being held in Iran. The country wasn't very happy with Jimmy Carter. We really didn't feel that good about each other as a country. And so you have all this confluence of events taking place.
And it puts in perspective what it meant for the country, what the country was going through at the time, the Cold War and the height of it.
The tensions in the country, which is mad, completely
really
different
something
time.
that has become much more than a hockey game, and it became a political and social and economic statement.
Somebody wrote
it's mad though that
the ice will melt and turn to gold.
How the crowds have only got bigger. Like that is a lot of people as well.
How do you mean?
Like people, this has been like it's not a new thing. The big crowds.
Oh no, yeah.
This has been.
That's what sport
just American
does.
history.
American history, but that's what sport does. This is why I love it. And like you're saying, it was kind of like everyone were focusing on it. This is why I love sport.
Yeah.
Because whether your team's doing amazing or not, you got a community who want the same thing for that. Sometimes a country, if it's for the national team, and it can give everyone hope. And I just love sport because of that.
The U.S. wins a game like this.
And a bunch of college kids, basically, in effect, meeting an amateur team, but we all knew what they were. They were all listed as soldiers in the Soviet team, but they were hockey players. They were the best hockey players in the world.
The Soviets, looming in the medal round, with an undefeated record and overflowing confidence.
We were going to those Olympics thinking that it was going to be cakewalk.
Well, right now, I think the Russians are the greatest hockey team in the world.
Did you guys feel like you were actually soldiers more than you were hockey players? And was this kind of a representation of the Cold War?
Against the Soviets.
That's mad, isn't it? They're feeling like soldiers playing against them.
A slap shot, and it was deflected in from the point.
So
the Soviet Union takes a 1-0 lead.
We're moving at quite a pace.
Yeah, I can't do ice hockey.
Assembled by Coach Herb Brooks from the University League.
Herb's goal was to get them to focus their hatred on him and be unified and become one.
If you hate one person more, it brings you together.
He would tell me he was trying to
unity.
put together an American style of hockey that would reflect who America is.
tournament thus far, outside of Pervukin, number 5, a defenseman. Havlik taking it away for the U.S. Havlik up ahead to Snyder.
Fair play.
Snyder scores! What a shot! That's the type of goal you don't expect somebody like Tretiak to give up. And the United States ties the game at 14:03 in the period. Comes back the other way to the Soviet Union.
I think so.
Dolokhov, number 23, leaving it for Makarov. He tried to get it back to Dolokhov, then gets it back and scores. Deflected off the American defenseman, and the Soviets
Very
take the
back and
lead
forth.
2-1.
We were way stronger. Nobody ever doubted that. We were professionals, and they were just students.
These guys
Yeah,
obviously...
so did you get the bit about the Russian team was actually professional hockey players, whereas the American team was just school students?
Yeah.
So a bit like massive
it's
advantage.
like a high school football team playing
a professional
full-on
side.
adults.
Literally, yeah.
For years and years, and they were a machine.
We had a bunch of college kids, ages 19, 20, 21, taking on this professional team.
You know, if it's only like 3-1, that's about all we can ask for.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets have.
Long shot, the easy save by Tretiak, but Johnson is there.
Oh, second Claire.
In the period. Right now the clock
That's
shows
crazy.
Nothing much better than like a last minute. You know, it is first period, it's not the end of the game.
Still, 1 second to go.
Good momentum going into the second.
The U.S. team, Ken Morrow took the shot.
That Russian coach went berserk. He took Tretiak out and he never put him back in.
Yeah,
wow.
The Soviet Union goalie, and I think universally considered to be one of the best ever to play the game.
There's the horn. That is the official end of the first period after it had looked for a fleeting moment.
He took the goalie out for one mistake.
He does.
That this was so much more than a game,
It's
wasn't it? I mean, this was really, I don't think it's an
But
understatement
still.
to say this was freedom versus communism.
You knew that game was huge as it was unfolding.
You know, the U.S. had no chance to beat the Soviets.
None.
We
nasty play.
The Soviets
That's nasty
dominated the play because they outshot the U.S. 39-16.
Up ahead to Maltsev. Maltsev on a breakaway. Maltsev gets it by.
They're leading the whole way as well, aren't they?
The U.S. trailed 3 separate times.
It was like thunder. The energy, I think, could have sustained for 9 periods of hockey.
Soviets take the lead in the second period, and they outshoot the U.S. in the second period, something like 15-3.
15-3 shots, that's
only
mad.
once thus far. The Americans with perhaps their final rush on this power play opportunity. 13 seconds left in the penalty.
Oh.
They shot the game by Johnson. They score!
Look how happy they go.
So they should be though.
Like, but like compared to the Soviets, because they're just getting business done.
They're human.
The joy in the team completely different. I forgot how this actually happened. I knew the premise. I know who wins.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you because I've seen it, but I forgot how good this actually is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting a bit of chills.
There's something to rally against.
I've been on the air for earthquakes. That may have been rockier than San Francisco.
You know, all of a sudden
Wow.
it's 3-3 in the
It's
space.
not even an earthquake.
What do we see here? Can this really be?
Well, here's where the game becomes a little bit painful.
Oh.
The 1980s have been born.
Oh, a bit of takes a little medicine.
Strife and change.
They want the enthusiasm, but they also want the control. And they've got to find the proper balance.
Oh, we take the lead. Kidding me, running.
This young team, this fuzzy cheek group.
Oh, that's sick, isn't it? With the chanting as well.
And it just brought everybody together in a way. It kind of galvanized the country, and it made you want to hug your television set.
Now we've got Bedlam. Oh, I love Brooks' reaction. That goal coming at the 10-minute mark. Exactly halfway through the period.
The team that had won Olympic gold every time since 1964.
Seemingly no one, certainly not a bunch of college kids, could stop them.
Today began.
5:46 remaining in the game. The United States on top.
Tonight, we skate with them.
4:55 remaining in the third period.
Tonight, we stay with them.
2:25, 2:24.
And we shut them down because we can.
That final, I want to say 30 seconds, just it was this kind of sporting event.
Johnson over to Ramsey.
Very scrappy. Only 10 seconds left.
Puck is still loose. 11 seconds. You've got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow up to Silk. 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
Oh, I love that. Do you believe in miracles?
Look what happened.
The Soviet Union. I have never seen such scenes in all my life.
Listen to this crowd. This capacity crowd has been the most exciting event here at the 13th Winter Olympics. They're going crazy out there. They're jumping up and down, while the Russians, on the other hand, are just standing quietly at their own blue line.
What was it that you guys are thinking as you're waiting on the blue line? And Tretiak said they looked like the happiest people in the world. We wished we were them.
No.
Bobby Eddie tells us he was in a restaurant called Jimmy's across from our hotel when the result was announced there, and he said all the people in the place spontaneously stood up and sang our national anthem.
I went outside and I saw fireworks and I saw people dancing in the streets in Lake Placid.
We are proud now to present the victors in the ice hockey competition.
I remembered how uplifted the country felt. It was like putting a man on the moon. It was like, we can do anything. If we can beat the Russians in hockey, we can beat poverty.
To be able to bring a country together. Not so much.
That saying is mad, isn't it? Like when you actually just think about it in like sport, if we can beat a team, we can do anything.
Yeah.
That's what sport does.
Crazy.
I absolutely love sport.
But the entire country.
This was such a unique event. Something that had never happened before. I can't imagine a scenario where it's going to happen again.
The game forever dubbed the Miracle on Ice.
It's difficult to overstate the importance of the Miracle on Ice. It's been credited with everything from Hollywood's obsession with sports movies.
I think there's a movie about it.
Rebirth of
Let us know if you
national
want to check that
pride
out.
in America in the 1980s.
I mean, it just made the country feel so much better about itself.
That was very good, wasn't it?
It's very. It makes you. I don't know why, but it makes me patriotic, even though.
Yeah, it's not.
It does. It makes me proud for them. And happy for them.
And then you kind of envision it as your own country, you imagine it as your own at times as well, don't you? Just the feelings you'd have. And like I say, the tension is so
fair play
high.
to them being so, like, I would party like that.
Oh, definitely.
If we'd achieved that.
Yeah, exactly. I love an underdog story as well. The whole country getting together, which I think is the main thing to take from this now. But sport can just unite everyone.
And the fact they were so young.
And we were so young as well. Fair play. And yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
It was really good.
Smash that button if you enjoyed, guys. Smash that subscribe button. Let us know if you want us to react to it in the comments below. The more you guys like and subscribe up this video, we can see, the more we know you want to see this kind of content. So we'd appreciate that and watch the video.
Have a fantastic day.
And we'll see you, legends, in the next one. Peace.